First of all, let me just introduce Ann. When I first came on board, and I'm gonna tell my testimony after Ann, but when I first came on board, I asked James Richards, who is my sponsor. I said, "Who do you know that's been in this for a while?" Because I said there's a lot of things out there that look good, sound good, but they ain't good. And he told me Ann Jackson, and I said I want to talk to Ann. And I reached out to her. We talked. She told me her testimony, which was very touching. And she told me she got in, and she'll tell you that. But anyway, I spoke with her. That gave me some resolve, and I just went forth. I started with about $1,200, and I'm gonna tell mine after her because we only got a few minutes with Ann. So Ann, our LV7, she's been in probably a year and a half now, and love her, love her spirit. She, gives us insight to help us grow our team. But without further ado, Ann Jackson, LV7, rock steady, roll
Thanks.
steady.
I appreciate that, guys. Appreciate it. So, guys, I know some of you guys already heard my testimony, but some of you guys here haven't heard it. So, for the ones that haven't heard it, I've been doing this now since July of last year. And when I got started in BG, my background was originally construction. I had a construction company. What I did concrete construction, made a lot of money. So I was used to making money. Well, my business took a turn for the worse, and I wasn't making the money that I was making. I ended up losing everything in 2015. I mean, I lost a lot. I lost a house, uh, investment property. I had a nice RV, let it all go. And I was literally struggling financially. And I went to stay with my auntie. And a year after being with her, we went through the 2016 flood, and she lost everything. So now I'm going through this all over again with the loss. Well, I dipped and dabbed in a little bit in construction for a little while, but I just didn't have the zeal for it no more. I had made a lot of money, but it just wasn't a passion to do that anymore. So as time went on, I decided to stop doing construction. But what happened, I saved some money, and I thought maybe I saved maybe $60,000, and I thought maybe if I'll find something else to get into while I'm waiting to try to find this thing, and it never happened. I kept on spending money, and everything that I got into, it just did not work. I got involved with BG. When I found out about BG, I really didn't want to do it because at that time we was doing Telegram, and I was there's a lot of scams on Telegram. So a friend of mine, she said, "Look, why don't you get involved with BG and just do a demo account so you can see exactly how it works?" So I did that. I did a $12,000 demo account, and I turned it into 14,000 in no time. So I was kind of happy about that. But at the same time, I had some concerns because we was involved with the Telegram group. So, but I continued to try to. I wanted to pursue it, but I didn't have the money. So a good friend of mine, here it is. I come from money. I was used to having $20,000 just laying around, but I got to the point that I didn't have any money. I was literally struggling to pay my bills. I was 5 months behind on my rent when I found out about BG. Had no earthly idea how I was going to get past all of that, but I had a good landlord, and the landlord came to me and she said, "I'm not going to evict you. I'm going to work with you because I know you're going to get through this." So, and here I am in BG. I didn't have the money to get involved. So a good friend of mine's, I told her about it. She said, "Look, I'm gonna send you $500 for you to get involved with that thing." She said that thing. She said, "I'm not gonna." She said, "Don't take the money and pay a bill. Put it into that thing that you in, and let's see what happens." So when I put the $500 in the BG, I instantly started making money the very first day that I did it, because I think it was like early in that morning, and I started seeing my money grow. It wasn't a lot. The first time I traded, I think it was like $3 and some cent. And I told a good friend of mine, I said, I got involved with this program and I made like $3 and some cent today. He said, and $3? You made $3? But every day I saw it grow. So I knew I had something here, but at the same time I'm leery because I've been burned. I've been scammed so many different times. But I stayed faithful. I kept trading the account, kept trading the account. I would not invite anybody in BG in the beginning because I wasn't feeling like that, but I was still making money. I had no reason to believe that it wasn't going to work because I'm still making money, but it wasn't a lot at that time. So Elena and Professor kept asking me, why don't you help us grow the United States? And I didn't want to do that because I know I had to deal with people. And by my background being in management already, I didn't want to do this. I don't want to deal with that many people anymore. So anyway, but even though I'm in BG, I'm still trying to find that thing because I didn't realize what I had, guys. So I'm sitting at home and I'm like, Lord, what am I going to do? And the spirit hit me. You got it already. So when the spirit came to me, I knew instantly that I had to get out there and work BG because it wasn't about me anymore. It was about the people lives that I could touch. So I got serious about it and I went out there and I invited 5 people. And once you invite 5, you get dividends on the 9th, the 19th, and the 29th. Today was a dividend day, and I got $11,096 on today. So I knew that at that time I knew what I had. So when I got the 5 people, I helped them. They came in and I helped those folks grow their, help them get their 5, and I started to see my income change. I went from $30. At that time, it wasn't even $30. It was like $15 every 10 days. I went from that to $150 every 10 days. I grew from 150 to 500 every 10 days, then 1,200 every 10 days, then 2,400 every 10 days, then 5,000 every 10 days, then 10,000. That's where I'm at now, LV7. But when I got committed, every month I was hitting a level like clockwork. And my income went from not being able to pay my rent to literally being able to do anything that I want to do in life. So now uh, my trading account sits at $380,000. I'm making right at $6,800 a day. And plus I get my dividends on the 9th, the 19th, and the 29th. And that's over 11 grand now. In the next 90 days, I'll be a LV8. And that's gonna bring $100,000 bonus and 20,000 every 10 days. And we're not even talking about the trading account. But guys, I'm not bragging about where I'm at with BG. I'm literally saying this because it have changed my life. And I am so grateful because not only it changed my life, I have touched so many other lives. And I feel like the people that's on this call, Cornell, I touched this life in a way. I didn't give up. And because I didn't give up, a lot of people that's involved in BG now is because I stay faithful with my trades and I didn't say, well, okay, I'm not making a whole lot of money, so I'm gonna just give up on this. So now I look at it as if though we have an opportunity here to change lives. It's not just about me. It's about the people that need to make a difference in their life. And we can do that here with BG. I um I have a passion for it. Just recently, we went to Las Vegas, and there was so many people there, and I had people coming to me thanking me that I didn't give up. You stay faithful. That's why we're here because of you. So it's been a blessing, guys. It really has. And every day, and even though I'm an LV7, it don't stop me from getting on a Zoom call. It don't stop me from going out and help someone because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about the lives that I can touch. So Cornell, if you guys have any questions for me, I'm here to answer any questions you may have. You guys here?
Okay.
Well,
Hello?
I think we're stunned.
I can tell you, Ann, I've heard your story a half a dozen times, and it gets better each time. It really it's a blessing to hear your story. And thanks for sharing it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And you know, guys, let me say this to you. I truly believe that God put me in this position for a reason because He knew that I would be faithful with His people. I believe that, you know, it was for me to do it, even though I didn't want to deal with people. Now I am delighted to deal with people because I know anybody that's involved in BG on this call right now, I know you're making money. I ain't got to ask you whether you're making money. I already know you're making money. The only way you don't copy and paste that code and put it in that box and hit confirm. That's the only way you don't make money here. But yeah, I'm here for any questions you may have.
And had you ever done many network marketing programs in the past? This is Jim Pinkham in Denver, North Carolina.
I have done a lot of different things in the past, but they didn't work.
Okay. I was just curious as to how you were able to build your team so large in such a short, finite amount of time. That's
Well,
tremendous.
I brought in 5 people, and one of the 5 that I brought in was connected to someone in the Philippines, and they was connected to a lot of different people also. And it just, you know, it just happened so quick. I mean, and they got some people that it happens a lot quicker than that. Like Gagan, she built her team in a lot less time than I did, but she has a Indian connection. So once you get started, it's kind of if you once you get your 5, and those first 5 is important. Once you get those first 5 people, you don't know who they know. And then the people that they bring, you don't know who they know. So it just snowballs from there. Once you get yourself to a LV3 and hit a LV4 status, you can't stop it because it's just gonna keep growing. So keep
Fantastic.
going.
Thank you for joining us, Ann.
Thank you. Well, thank you very much.
Any questions, Dr. Slack? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Rosario, you around, buddy?
I think he's muted. He's trying to unmute.
It's not showing me muted.
There you are. Now we hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep. I do
Yeah.
now. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Ann. It seems like I should be calling you something else, like Queen Anne or something.
No, you can just call me Ann.
That's what's so winsome about your story, and I just want to thank you for your authenticity and your regularness and your humanity. And all I heard you say is this company is for real. That's all I needed to hear.
Oh my God. Oh my God, is it for real? And Professor has a passion for people. He has a passion to help ordinary people. You know, so many times I had a guy that wanted to get into BG with 200 grand. He told him no. He said no. He said, what about 150? He said no. He said, what about 100? He said no. He said, I'll meet you with the 50,000 if you invite 5 of your friends that you can help. Because over here it's not about you going out there finding somebody that's got 200 grand or $1 million and they're wealthy already. Those are the people we looking for. We're looking for ordinary people like myself that can go from one level to the next and have a testimony.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he looks for.
Yeah.
And if you get on any of his Zoom calls, he do a Zoom call every Sunday at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern. You can tell in this man's voice, he has a passion for people, but he don't want the wealthy people over here. He'll quickly tell you, and let me say this to you, this same guy that came in with the 50, what he did, he started putting like $5,000 every other week in his account. Professor let him do it for like about a month and a half. Then he came to him and said, hey, you know, your account got this amount in it. You got 2 choices. You can either take all of your money out and leave, because that's not what we're doing over here. or you can take your account back to $50,000. But that's what we agreed on, the 50. Because again, if he find out that you here just to get your
Mhm.
account to a certain level, then pull your money, he gonna let you go. Because that's
Mm.
not why we're here. We care about people. We want to see an ordinary person that come from nothing, and now they have changed their life. That's what it's all about.
Wow,
That's truly what it's about.
that's
I
awesome.
have so many family members and friends. Like I was with a guy today, he did the same thing that I did. And we was together today for a few hours, and now he's going full time in BG. His account sitting at over $70,000. His team is starting to grow. See, that's the thing that brings joy to me because
Hmm.
I played a part of that,
Hmm. Hmm.
and there's so many stories. It's just so many stories,
Wow.
so many testimonies.
Ethan, you or your new guy have any questions?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm amazed with you guys' story. Thanks, Ethan, for bringing me in. I'm excited to bring people in, and I'm really enthusiastic about learning this. And so just thanks for having me.
We're happy to have you, buddy. It's good. We Marco and I are golf buddies, and then he had a program that he shared with me, and I said, well, I got one I can share with you as well.
Yeah.
And so we both like, oh wow, that's really cool, man. So we kind of hit it off. I didn't know that he was into crypto, he didn't know I was into crypto and all that, but we started speaking the same language, and then we had some really good synergy, and so we're real excited. This has just been a blessing. I've been in it for we've been in it 3 months now, Barry, something like
Yeah.
that.
3 months, and we've
Yeah.
4 times our money.
Yeah,
See, and
it's
you
just
guys
unbelievable how this thing is growing. Incredible.
And see, you guys, you got it. When I got involved with BG, it wasn't a copy and paste system. You had to manually do everything. And the thing that I tell people all the time, I didn't have nobody to motivate me. I didn't have nobody that was making a decent amount of money. I got excited because I saw people in the Telegram room making money. And I knew it was real because I was making it too, but I just wasn't making it much. But I didn't know none of those people. So but I knew the only difference it had on me was time. I say if I just get serious, I'll never catch them, but I don't need to catch them. But if I just try, I'm gonna make a whole lot of money in the process. And it happened exactly the way it was meant to happen. If I had a if I'd have been able to get $10,000, borrow $10,000 from one of my friends, and I talked to like 3 or 4 people, nobody would let me have the money. But it wasn't for me to get the 10 grand. Because if I had got the 10 grand, I understood the numbers. And I knew if I got hold to $10,000, I can literally set myself free with the 10 and give him his money back. God had another plan. He said, that's not the route that you're going to take. You're going to take this route and you're going to help our people. And that's exactly how it happened for me. And sometimes I get emotional telling the story because it was the emotional times.
It's exciting stuff.
However, I will add that the company does Zoom calls all the time.
Okay.
There's always a get together or Sunday night call, like Ann had mentioned, where Stephen Beard gets on there, and so that's a weekly deal every Sunday.
And there's a couple of YouTube channels as well. There's a gal that does a regular call that's outstanding. Very, very good call. I would recommend joining her YouTube channel.
Where
Yeah,
you find that at, buddy?
I did. She was an amazing job on it.
Yep.
Talking about gagging, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, you're talking about Gagging. Gagging and I, she lives in Dallas. But what you may want to do, and I'm gonna say this to Cornell, because at some point, this is what's gonna happen. It's gonna force you to put more time into BG because your team is gonna start growing to the point to where they're gonna need you to do so. The guy that I just told you about that worked with me did the same thing. He
Right.
have to give more time to his team because his team is starting to grow now. and he got to be there to help them.
Right.
It's gonna come to that point to where you're gonna have to. I used to sell insurance. I know how it works. It's gonna come to the point to where you're gonna have to do that. And
That's
because
what I was
you're
asking.
gonna grow so fast, it's gonna be once you get to that to LV4, that's 500 people. If 10% of 500 people sign up, you got another 1,500 the next month. That's what happened to me. So at some point, it's gonna be BG gonna become more demanding of your time to help your people grow. That makes sense?
Oh yeah. I do about three presentations a day. This is my third
Yeah.
one today. So yeah,
Okay.
I got
working.
yeah. So I got a big team over in Uganda right now.
Okay.
And then I got another team in Ghana, which their time zone is a little bit different than Uganda. So I've been kind of stretched, and I'm almost probably another 2 weeks I'll be a LV4. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, Joe's
That's
about to
awesome.
go full time in January. January 1, he's gonna be full time with BG. But
Gotcha.
guys, if you don't have any other questions, I got someone coming to my house, one of my new guys, to go through some training. Any other questions?
No, appreciate
No,
it,
thank
Ann.
you very much.
Thank you,
Just
folks.
let me
Thank
know
you.
if you need,
Thank
me
you,
to
Ann.
get back on. All right,
Thank-
guys.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Ann.
Take
Yeah.
care.
Have a
Hey.
good one. Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Cornell, we'd love to have a copy of this, the recording for
Oh,
sure.
boy. Would I
Okay.
ever?
You know, no problem. We'll make it happen. You know, that's a tough act to follow. My little testimony, after I heard that, I was like sold. And, you know, I got my $1,200. That was my first initial deposit. And then I wanted to know this Stephen Beard. And me and him was going back and forth, you know. And I said, train me, show me teach me everything. And then he started sending me all this stuff. Boom, boom, boom. And it was about option trading, because I wanted to know how they get these kind of returns. And he broke down option trading, and how they don't have to buy a currency, a cryptocurrency. They buy contracts, and they predict whether the contract is a call, which that's if the market's going up, and a put if the market's going down. And so I said, wow, this is, and I understood option trading because I did option trading in the stock, in the regular stock market. And so that just kind of got me the wheels turning. I started doing the chat GPT type stuff and all of that. And a lot of that came back, wrong. And then I started looking up the SEC and all that kind of stuff just to kind of validate everything. And, and it was on like popcorn. I told my first 5 people. Then from there, it just kind of spiraled. And, me and Jim Pinkham, we go back about 10 years, maybe 10, 15, almost a little over 10 years. And I was on my phone and I was sitting there like, I ain't talked to Jim Pinkham in years. I'm going to just send this to him. Hey, Jim, blah, 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 blah. He called me back. And he was in like flash. And so we got it going on, and that's how you all got here. And I just thank God for you all. And like I said, I'm a man of God myself, and I think this is truly a wealth transfer. I've helped over 30 people do withdrawals since I've been in. My account would have probably hit. Let me see. I can show y'all this. Since I've been in right now, my account has generated over $90,000. They've actually traded $147,000. I've done 610 trades, and I've withdrawn $26,000 altogether. Haven't had any problems. Smooth process. So I just want to encourage you. Some people gonna always have that skepticism, And but when you look at Bond Chat, when you read the stories, I mean, I literally read somebody that bought a washing machine. They never had a washing machine in their life. The stories that BG is touching, I mean, the lives that BG is touching, is so heartfelt, and I see it. And for a person to take $300 or just $500, and then in 12 months have 55,000, and then in 24 months have $6.3 million, that's life changing to a lot of people. So I just want to encourage you all. Like I said, Ann is a tough act to follow, but I'm here for you. I'm creating, I think I sent it to you, Jim, our BG manual. By me being in the Army, I'm an Army guy, so I got to have a TM manual. It's a BG manual, but like I said, it's going to be an all-in-all, kind of like a go-to type thing. And like I said, it's just a start. Some of you guys may have more expertise than I do. But like I said, it's just, something that we want to go ahead and try to make sure we got onboarding information to make sure everybody's step is solid, firm, and we getting this thing going. So other than that, that's all I have to say. Anybody else have any questions before we close?
Thanks for setting up the call, Cornell. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Cornell, truth be known, when he sent this to me back in August, I wanted to sign up that night. He made me wait until the next day. He said, "No, we'll just do it first thing tomorrow." But anyway, I'm glad he brought it to me. That's what I'm thankful for.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
All righty.
Thank you, fellas. Appreciate everything.
Hey,
Thanks
Barry,
for
when
the
you
call.
get that
Cornell,
copy,
you said that you are going to get a copy of,
Yeah.
Yes, we'll get that to you for sure.
all
Absolutely.
right, buddy. Yeah,
Yep.
I'll be looking for it right away as soon as you
Yep.
get it, buddy.
You got
Thank
it.
you. Great to meet all of you.
Thanks
Yeah.
Thank you
Likewise.
very much.
Yeah, it was great to meet you guys.
All right.
Yes.
Likewise.
Except Barry.
Thank you, Cornell.
Take care, guys.
I appreciate
Thank you,
you.
guys.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.